Hey, what is going on guys, Tech Enthusiast here, and this is my review of the second generation Andoer Motorised Dolly. So with the top lid out of the way, here are the contents of the box. Here is the Motorised Dolly, which also comes in black, but I've gone with the silver version as it was slightly cheaper. This is the 1/4 to 3/8 transformer screw, which is suitable for most camera smartphone holders and DSLRs. Included also is one spare rubber wheel. An Allen key is also included should you need to adjust the tightness of the legs, a USB to micro USB cable to recharge the dolly, and the last accessory is this little remote which was not available for the first generation model. Oh, and here is the specification leaflet. So let's have a look at the product specifications leaflet. I like the fact there are big illustrations of the dolly and the remote. The texts are also really clear as to what each parts are. At the bottom is the annotations giving you a concise detail of what some of the functions do. On the next page you can see that the dolly can be placed in a few different positions, from straight, curved and pitch shot. Just under that there are brief instructions on how to use it. Then at the bottom there is a table with the speed, the weight it can handle and so on. Here is the dolly, and picking it up I have to say it has some weight to it and also a smooth finish. There are 3 wheels, of which only one of them is motorized, and that is the front wheel. So that means the other 2 wheels rely on the direction of the front wheel. Opening up the left side reveals the LED indicator to show the power and the speed. There are 2 buttons, one for toggling the speed and the other to toggle the direction it will move. Opening up the opposite side is the micro USB port to charge it and the off and on switch. On the top are 2 holes. The small one is used to hold phone brackets and the larger one is for DSLR cameras, which you will see later on in the video. This is the screw transformer, which has a 1/4 thread for the small hole and the 3/8 for the larger hole. All you need to do is screw it like so. If it gets really tight, then you can use the Allen key or anything thin and put it through the hole to unscrew it. This is the wireless remote control. The play and pause button, as you may have guessed, is to move and stop the dolly. The button on the left is to change the direction of the dolly is moving, and the button on the right is to adjust the 3 levels of speed. At the back you can see that it is powered by one CMOS battery. So here is the dolly in action. This is moving in a straight line, and you can also adjust the speed. This is now with a DSLR camera going in the reverse direction. This is the curved direction, which is very good to use to get a close-up of the product in front of you nice and slowly. Now in reverse motion again with the DSLR camera. This is quite a peculiar one. It is going around in 360 degrees and it is moving faster than the other 2 positions. I think this should be used if you were filming everything around the room. And again, here it is with the DSLR camera. This is it in action. I have to say it looks really impressive of how it goes around the object you are recording. Here it is moving in a straight line. Again, this looks really good. This last one with a slight curve looks amazing. Just look at that. Now I'm going to show you how it looks like with a phone attached. Obviously you have a better view of what the video will look like due to the larger screen of the phone. You may notice the recording here is quite jerky, and that is because the table I was using in this instance was very light and it was also on carpet, so it would be best to use it on a flat surface with a firm table. And the last example is moving in a straight direction forwards and backwards. This works very well to zoom into a product or zoom out. So would I recommend this? Yes, if you are going to be making a lot of videos which include reviews. You can get very nice videos which just isn't possible manually. Also, I found it to be better than using a manual slider, as you can't get the same speeds when you are using this slider. Another thing that it has going for itself is that it's very portable, so you can carry around anywhere you want. I picked this one up from eBay as it was £10 cheaper than what Amazon were charging. I just want to quickly mention that the remote has stopped working and I've contacted the seller to see what can be done. So that does it for this video. If you have enjoyed it or found it useful, then give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, then make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification, as I will have more content coming up, including the OnePlus 6 and the HTC U12 as soon as they're available. You can expect the usual speed and camera comparisons. Like always, thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.